How's it going, everybody? This is your boy Par 73, bringing you another blast from the past here. This is the Myth World Cup 1999. We are in the top bracket of round 4. Two orders we have fighting today is the Sucks at Myth 2 order. Up here in the north, in the black color, is samii, and down in the south is a team I've never really heard much about, nor have I heard much about their players, but here they are. It's the Mac Gamers Guild. They are in the blue color here. So we'll have to see what happens between these two teams. The mesh is cracks on the Cloudspine. Capture the flag game type. And looking at the teams here, we'll start with the Mac Gamers Guild. We have Homer captaining for their team. He's accompanied by Darby Crash, Elvain, Ryrock, Fresh Egg, and Sirius. They have 7 players present, unlike the Sucks at Myth 2 team. They only have 5 players present today. 5 presents, huh? It's not Christmas yet, and they're led by Black Death, followed up with Bathtub Jin, Spider Lord Raven, and Angel. Now, Bathtub Jin, I believe, ends up being one of the finalists in the 7 Phoenix Rising free-for-all tournament. I'd love to get some films of that. I've only seen the finals, and most of those films go oos, unfortunately. But they basically, that was a free-for-all tournament built around a finals where the units in the finals would be named after the 6 finalists. On an all-new map, that map being Phoenix Rising, Phoenix Falling. But yeah, so the game has started, and what do we have here? Some pus going down. Mac Gamers Guild going to opt to get away, as well as Journeyman and Heal. Sucks at Myth 2, on the other hand, going for a puzzleless strategy, sending all of their forces mid to start with. They have no scouts on the flanks, however they do have 4 dwarves on the defense. Looks like Elvain for Mac Gamers Guild is going to be flanking towards the west part of the map, while Darby Crash goes to investigate the mid with his Stygians. And lots of strategy talk happening between the Sucks at Myth 2 order. Interesting to see how that pus plays out for Mac Gamers Guild. Most teams have not been getting pus, which is contrary to how a lot of Myth games are played now. So we'll have to see if it becomes an effective tactic for the Mac Gamers Guild to have purchased and healed the white. And Darby's not going to be able to take any damage here as long as these Gulls and Stygians stay out of range, as archers will do 0 damage to Stygians. And looks like Mac Gamers Guild going for the heavy defensive strategy here. They want Sucks at Myth 2 to come and play. They want them to lose their percentages. And if Sucks at Myth 2 attacks a little bit too early, loses a little bit too much, their flag might be easy to capture in the endgame, or at least contest. Meanwhile, Elvain just chilling in the southwest corner of the map, along with this gold pack, controlled by Homer. They most definitely want to be sneaking around the map, judging by the behavior of their units. And with Sucks at Myth 2 finally deciding to check the flank, I think their window of opportunity to sneak around the map is going to be up. Of course, I feel as if Elvain had started heading west at the beginning of the game, this gold pack would still be noticing them. So you get the Sucks at Myth 2. They're gonna back off the middle a little bit. We still got 13 minutes left. Neither team has taken any damage from each other. The only unit lost is this white that was healed. Who has the plus? I believe Homer will have the plus. He does. And I also think he might have some satchels on these golds. So we have a sap bomb coming. We'll have to see how that plays out. And Sucks at Myth 2 is going to notice that flank, and it looks like Spider Wart and Bathtub Jin are going to adjust their units to go deal with it. This could leave mid open to a push. It looks like Angel is going to follow up with all of the warriors. Sucks at Myth 2 opting to give units of only one type to each player, interestingly. And Homer gonna throw some of the satchels down in order to attack that enemy gold pack. However, you'll notice he's leaving the 2+ pretty far back here and has named them bombs. That was one way you might be able to do some scouting on your opponent's goals back in the days, depending on what they named them. It looks like Angel will attempt to engage Darby Crash here, as Fresh of Mac Gamers Guild and Egg are going to make an appearance mid. Fresh trying to get a couple arrows down on this dwarf, still unable to poke. And he's gonna hit it there. Looks like it's on guard, so this dwarf might actually go down. Nope, it's gonna move. Spider able to get Black Death's attention just in time. And Homer's picked all those satchels back up. Absolutely no activity in the eastern part of the map. Now, will Fresh's archers be enough to take this dwarf down? I don't know, because Spider-Board is showing up to the party. And that is definitely going to force the Mac Gamers Guild force to at least maintain their distance here, as they do not want to engage the majority of the Sucks at Myth 2 forces. Now on defense for Mac Gamers Guild, Fresh has some units in the area along with Sirius and Egg, as well as Ryrock. Looks like Sirius and Ryrock are the ones with dwarves on defense for Mac Gamers Guild, and the entire defensive capability and defensive force of Sucks at Myth 2 is controlled by Lord Raven. He has about 4 dwarves and 10 thrall, and it looks like Homer will be moving to that flag sooner or later along with Elvain. Bathtub Jin noting that they're continuing to flank. He's actually moving some Stygenes back to the home defense. Might be a good play there. I'm a little disappointed to see that Spider Ward's not handing off some archers as well to that force, and they split their units up. Because Elving does have 23% combined with the 9% of the goals. That's like a 30% force coming for your home flag. Raven only has 20% on defense, and those dwarves aren't actually near the flag, they're just defending the entrances to the flag. Could cause for some trouble, as Mac Gamers Guild just able to completely move around the map here. And Lord Raven is going to initiate with some control clicks here, trying to get some duds down. We still have 8:30 remaining here. And Spider War is going to pick up that dwarf. from Black Death, so apparently Raven is named Noto. A little name changing going on as Elvain looks to engage Lord Raven Dwarf over here. Not much action going on as teams are pretty much at a passive stalemate here. Looks like Darby was interested in pressuring a little with his stags, but he's going to take some damage because of that. And explosive damage on Stygians is even more effective than against just regular units. A trade-off for being immune to Soulless Spears and Bowman arrows. And wonder how long this stalemate will last. 7 minutes. Let's take some guesses here. I think Mac Gamers Guild will be inside the keep by the time there's 2 minutes remaining. And I think this mid-force will, I don't know, back off? Maybe. I think they have to back off. Unless they want to start pushing with their archers, but such passive play. So at least take a guess at MGG being able to penetrate these walls by 2 minutes. Could be a stalemate mid all game long. And that's just the strategical nature of this game sometimes, especially on a game type such as Capture the Flag. It looks like Sucks at Myth 2 is going to push the mid of MGG here. They definitely have the power to with the archer advantage. They just need to be able to be in control of these Stygians, and they shouldn't have too much of an issue with it. They do have quite a bit more melee, so some proper coordination shouldn't be a problem, as it looks like Elvain's archer is going to take a hit from Lord Raven's dwarf there.
5 minutes remaining.
And with 5 minutes to go, perhaps my prediction on the 2 minute push will be wrong, as it looks like samii is gonna be pushing up here. These archer groups unable to hit each other at the moment. I apologize for that ringing. There we go, we got some hits landed by Elvain. It looks like the range on Ryrock's archers is going to give him a little bit of an advantage here. He still has both of his flame arrows that he could drop down at any second. So Spider-Wart is going to have to be cautious when pressuring here. And MGG is going to use their sticks to keep these archers at bay for a little bit. Homer going right into attack. You'll notice though, once again, he separated his pus from the satchel goals. He'll be dropping some satchels if he continues to pressure those goals. And Elvain just still sitting northwest. I wonder if samii is still aware that he's there. They'll see him in a couple seconds as he goes to take a peek. Now it looks like Bathtub Jin will be flanking some Stygian Knights around the right side of the map. We're looking to break into that MGG backfield, I think. And Homer has arrived to the front gate of the Sucks at Myth 2 Order home flag. But he's just gonna take a peek and get out of there. We'll have to see what happened. I mean, if he wanted to bring his pus bomb onto Angel here, that would completely open up the middle for MGG. But with only 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining, I think we can pretty much accept that Homer and Elvain are the committed offensive players here, facing off primarily against Lord Raven, while Spider-Wart and Angel are the offensive players for Sucks at Myth 2, albeit Bathtub Jin is on offense and defense.
1 minute remaining.
Raven trying to get some bounces on these goals. It's just a wee bit too far away. We got 40 seconds left. And Sucks at Myth 2 wants to take their opponents below 90%. But there's just not much time left as Homer's going in.
30 seconds.
He loses some goals. MGG is going to net a tag, and if these goals survive, which I'm not so sure they will, oh my goodness. And the pus almost lands a spectacular bomb. That would have been quite a shot, folks, but unfortunately for MGG, they're just going to lose 10% in the process. The bomb does not go off as planned. However, on their defensive end, they are able to drop a Sucks at Myth 2 under 90%. So both teams here netting 8 points apiece for their percentages remaining, and with that tag by Homer's goals, looks like it's an under 50% tag. So I believe the score right now is 10-8 in favor of MGG. I'll double check that in a second. Let's go through the statistics real quick. Can't really see the graph thanks to Black Death's black awful color. Unfortunate. The damage and kills of this game are pretty low. Lots of passive careful play from these two teams. Starting in statistics, we have Black Death, 0 kills, 0 damage, 1 loss. Lord Raven, 9 kills, 0 losses, 53 damage. He was on the defense for Sucks at Myth 2 with his Hot Dwarf action. And next up we have Bathtub Jin, 2-1 with 8 damage. Spider-Wart, the commander of the archers in the offensive samii force, 1-5, 34 damage. And Angel not doing much of anything except taking a couple arrows to the knee. He's gonna end the game 0 kills, 0 losses, and 0 damage. And for the Mac Gamers Guild, we have Homer, 0 kills and 9 losses, -2 damage, followed by Darby Crash, 4-0 with 10 damage, Fresh, 1-0, 38 damage, Ryrock, 1-1 with 28 damage, Elvane, 1-3 with 5 damage, Sirius 0-0 and Egg 0-0. Neither of those teams losing, killing, or damaging anything on the map. Neither of those players, rather. And graph-wise, it looks like Sucks at Myth 2 was below in kills and damage. At least halfway through the game, but then towards the later part of the game they actually cross over here and take the lead for kills and damage as reflected in the endgame stats as well. So yeah, I'm reading that graph alright. Really difficult to see the line there with the black team color. I wish there was a feature to change the background of the graph, but regardless, confirming the score of the game. We have Mac Gamers Guild ending the game with 10 points as stated previously, along with Sucks at Myth 2 ending the game with 8 points. So Mac Gamers Guild leads the match so far by 2 points. As a top bracket match, this is going to be a long one, folks. It's a 5-game match. Moving on to game 2, Mac Gamers Guild has a 2-point lead. The teams will be repeating the mesh endgame type in game 2, so we'll have to see how the teams make adjustments. Maybe Sucks at Myth 2 gets another player to show up, hopefully. We'll have to see. And that wraps it up, folks. So thank you for joining me. This is Par73 signing out, and GG's to all.